most basic of human levels, operated in the monsoons, suffered from jungle rot, ringworm, rotting uniforms, and never-healing sores, and ate ham and lima beans as we scoured the countryside, always on the alert for our wily and formidable enemy. That was your favorite, wasn't it, Murph? Ham and lima? As we look at these polished marble panels, we can see the faces of all those who we are here to honor today. If you listen really hard, you can hear the whop, whop, whop of our much beloved Huey. You can smell the pop smoke. You can hear the sounds of M16s, the stutter of the M60, the whomp of the bloop, the sound of AK-47s, RPGs, mortar rounds, artillery, the explosion of a danger-close 500-pound bomb, satchel charges, and Puff the Magic Dragon at 1 a.m. You can hear the shouts and screams of men in combat. You can smell the gunpowder and maybe even the blood. And I know you can feel again that tight feeling in your gut as we saddled up, locked and loaded, and headed into countless jungle LZs in the mountains of the Central Highlands. We remember darkness at noontime in the Triple Canopy jungle. We remember the incredibly steep slope of mountains, the elephant grass and wait a minute vines, the constant drip of water off of those leaves, the scary darkness filled with weird jungle sounds, and the increasing pulse as we hear what sounds like people moving against us when we can't see more than 5 or 10 feet ahead of us. And if you look really closely at these panels, you'll see our faces reflected as well, just as we looked 50 years ago. For we are forever joined with our brothers whose names are listed on this monument, or who have died from Agent Orange-related illnesses in the last 50 years. Today, in front of this magnificent memorial, we will formally recognize our Fox brothers who have left us all too early due to the ravages of Agent Orange. For they too are casualties of our war, as surely as those whose names are inscribed hereon. An enemy bullet didn't take them, but their service to their country in combat did years later. Gaze on this memorial closely and deal with the emotions it evokes, for it represents who we are because of what we did all those many years ago. Stand close, Fox, and support each other now, as we did then. We all realize how all-powerful our love for each other is, and know that our commitment to devotion to each other knows no bounds. On a very personal level, I reflect back on that awesome responsibility of leading you all during that time. My command of Fox Force in that war is one of the high points of my life. Our shared memories of fear and combat are forever imprinted in my memory. The men of Fox were the finest soldiers in the battalion and probably not the whole division. I honor, respect, and love each one of you, for you are truly my brothers, and you all brought me home. In the words of my friend Joe Galloway, the men of the Vietnam era may not have been the greatest generation, but those who served in Vietnam were surely the greatest of their generation. And that applies to all you guys standing here today. So today we will place a wreath to honor all of those from the 1st Battalion, 14th Infantry who gave their lives in combat and since our return. But we remember most closely and most emotionally our Fox brothers.